Worst promotion of the year. Moorhouse, go.
I'm voting Impact Wrestling, formerly known as Global Force Wrestling, formerly known as Impact Wrestling, formerly known as Total Nonstop Action Wrestling.
I am voting Impact Wrestling, formerly GFW, formerly Impact, formerly TNA. This is not meant to be a slag against Impact Wrestling. It's just, man, how many different directions can you take with a company within a year? They were going gangbusters at Slammiversary. I loved with what they were doing by bringing in GFW as the new name and dropping the TNA moniker because of all the stuff behind it and everything. They needed a fresh kickstart. They got that at Slammiversary. Slammiversary was a good show, damn it. And then you fast forward a few months and you sit down and you watch Bound for Glory and you want to cry. Because it's so bad. It was terrible. It was the worst pay-per-view of the year, but we'll get to that a little later on. So,
the good news, I think they might be hit. I think they've hit rock bottom, so I think it's going to be a better year for
I
Impact
can't think of anything farther down than what they're at right now. I really can't.
Don Callis is the new head booker, so that could be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Scott D'Amore is now the new promoter, so it's gone very Canadian now, but I think they'll rise up. I think they've hit rock bottom last year with the 4 name changes and ownership changes, but I think 2018 will be a better year. I don't know if they'll be worse promotion again.
Well, we knew that it was going to be better, or we knew that it's going to be, not better, but a little bit more than rock bottom, I guess. Then it's like just my brain's melted just trying to think about it. Again, all this stuff, you take all of your spring time to set up this deal, to bring Jeff Jarrett's group in, to finally link Global Force and TNA together. You ask Jeff to give the usage of the name and that stuff. He agrees. He brings in his belts, so they can finally, it seems like, merge the companies. They put together a heck of a Slammiversary pay-per-view. That was probably one of the better produced shows that wasn't WWE of the year. That, set up all this stuff, solid matches, great pacing to the card, kind of a tribute to everything from Abyss from Joseph Park / Abyss and Borash versus Matthews, and I can't remember who else was in that match, but it was just a comedy goldmine where they revisited kind of the thing that was fresh in everybody's mind as being the hot TNA thing, which was the total nonstop deletion stuff. But, so that show, and then you have El Patron come in, who was a controversial figure, but you're using that controversy for good, and then everything blows up right after. These aren't shots they're taking, these are bazooka hits, and then they stumble into Bound for Glory, and they give us 3 hours of junk, and so anyways.
Main event for the WrestleMania was a smosh.
And it's not my pick for worst match of the year. It's not. We'll get it out later on. There's worse ones, but